Hello everybody, welcome again to my channel. I am living the American dream. Do you believe in the American dream? Me personally, me myself, I do believe in the American dream. I believe in success if you work for it and live for it on a level like, to if you give somebody something good in some strange way, it's going to return back to you. I experience that very often. I'm a fashion designer. I do also photography and many other things. For example, I play piano, and so I want to tell you something about my experiences. And so my what's my profession? Basically, I consider myself for first as an artist and secondly as a designer, fashion. But you need to see everything in a business sense, especially if you want to go to America to live your American dream, and if you want to work as a role model to to have people following you. And one of those reasons why I do these videos, those videos like, I am living the American dream. I want to inspire people. And that's the topic for today. Do things to inspire people, work for a big audience. I decided that to work for a big audience, that is you guys who are right now listening to my videos. And to be an inspirational character, you need to waste your time with successful people. It doesn't make sense if you waste your time with alcoholic people who are addicted to alcohol. And one of those reasons why I cancelled many friendship is the fact they are not very inspirational. They do not inspire me to be great, And I realized that when I was reading, for example, a book about Warren Buffett. Who is Warren Buffett? Warren Buffett is the second Warren Buffett is the second rich person on planet Earth, and who's the first? Who's the richest person on planet Earth? It's not Bill Gates. It's a guy from Saudi Arabia. I've forgotten his name. Sorry, please, but it's not Bill Gates. So live your dream. Live your day to be an inspirational person. If you do not live your day or to be successful in sense to inspire people, you are not successful. A good business, what is a good business? A good business is if each side, both sides, the buyer and the seller, can benefit from it, and that is a good business then. And we have a business, business is also like, to give something back to charity. And today, I went out for to jog, and I did my sport exercises, and also I read a book about Warren Buffett, and and basically I need to grow more, and so I gonna improve. I want to learn more languages. For example, I want to learn the Italian language, and also I want to learn the Russian language, and I think a lot about the American dream. What is America? Of course, I have been several times to America, but I never lived in your country, in the US, and so I know it's a complete the system is completely different from Europe. In Europe, we have a social system, a social market economy, and you guys in the US, you have an open economic system. It's like everybody knows what America is, what Wall Street is, what capitalism is, and everybody knows what the world financial problem was in 2007. And to be inspirational, you need to start with the man in the mirror. You need to start within yourself. And the day is still not over. I need to do a lot more things, and I decided to do 100 things every day. Every day, 100 things need to be done, before I go to bed. Otherwise, I'm not successful. So, and one of those things, you need to tidy up your apartment every day. You need to clean the floor every day. As I mentioned before, it starts within yourself, within your own apartment, before you go out into the world and dictate somebody what success is. You need to live the success. You need to live what you're talking about. So also, I remember back when I was younger. I'm still young. I'm not old. I'm in my 30s. I'm not in my 40s. 40 is not old. 50 is not old. But when I was younger, I'm in my 30s, and I want to tell you something about. I suffered depression once, and so I decided, ages ago, I decided then, to take charge of my life. You are in charge of your success. If you are successful, you are in charge of your success. If you fail, you are in charge of the failures. Sorry, please. So you need to realize that nobody else on planet Earth is the problem. Only you are the big problem to your success. If you're not a billionaire, it's your problem. It's nobody else. For example, if it turns out you are a billionaire overnight, it's your success. If not, it's your problem. So basically, you're in charge. Not your mother, not your father, not your neighbor, not your so-called best friends who are actually your enemies. And so you need to watch out for success. How to reach the goal of success? Waste your time only with successful people, I tell you. Start to read books, please. Do not waste your time on YouTube or porn stuff or whatever is around on the internet. If you know how to use the internet, it's a wonderful tool, but it's also like a devil. It's the internet. You can waste your time hours and hours watching YouTube clips or watching whatever, porn stuff, but you need to realize it's crap. I tell you, to start to read a book. For example, I started to read a book, as I told you several times before, about Warren Buffett. So I think basically, I gonna come to the end. Okay, let me tell you something about a shooting I did for my fashion brand. And it's I remember I hired a model, a so-called model. Actually, she was a blah 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 talker, something like, I'm a model, blah blah blah. And there are models and models, and there are a lot of girly trash. They talk a bit too much nonsense, in sense like they watch too much television or watch too much YouTube. And so I hired one of those models who pretend to be, I'm a model, I'm so beautiful. Every guy approached me in a discotheque and wants to spend a drink on me. Oh, so, and and it turns out she's really difficult, so I fired her, and so we decided then to do the shooting 2 weeks later with another model. And this time I hired a real model. She was a real model, I tell you, and you could feel it immediately. She was professional, she was on time, she knew exactly what to do, how to pose, how to play with her eye, to be seductive, and it's all about, it's about it's about being professional, and it's about being open, and to change about changes, and it's very difficult for you maybe to follow me, and I want to tell you why I tell you the story. The case is, I hired a model who is, let's say, stupid, and I want to tell you, stupidity never gonna make it as a model in a model business. Stupidity. If you think beauty is enough, I tell you, forget it. Forget it. Beauty isn't enough. It requires more. It requires a business sense. It requires a dedication to your body. Your body needs to be in shape on a constant level, and then you can succeed as a model. And the same as what I do. I want to be a role model, but I need to work daily, every day, on my craftsmanship. I need to work hours and hours on my craftsmanship. I realize that, and also I need to have a business sense. So how to learn business is, for example, by reading books, or by attending evening school, for example. It's just an example, but you cannot sit in front of your computer or laptop and watch constantly YouTube clips or porn stuff or whatever goes around on the internet. And basically you need to understand the world. The world is not your problem to reach the level of success. The only problem is you. And as I mentioned before, if you succeed as a billionaire, for example, it's your problem. Also, it's your problem if you not succeed as a billionaire. It's nobody else's fault. It's only your problem. Thanks for listening to me. Bye bye.